Hello friends and welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to be doing some holiday makeup because girlfriend, it is November, which in my mind means it's the start of all things Christmas. Don't get me wrong, I still celebrate Thanksgiving and I go all out on Thanksgiving Day, baking all the things, and I'm just as excited for Thanksgiving, but who decorates with turkeys? You know what I'm saying? So I decorate for Christmas literally the day after Halloween, so my tree is already up. It's pretty much finished. Got the stockings up, got all my Christmas cups and glasses and mugs. All things are holiday here. As you can see, we've got my holiday background happening and I am so excited. I just got a really fun package in the mail from Charlotte Tilbury Makeup and I'm so excited because it is holiday themed and it's like the perfect gift is kind of what the theme was when they sent it to me. And I'm just so excited because I actually only have a few Charlotte Tilbury items in my collection that I've ever used ever. And I'm so excited to get to play with more of it and see how it performs and wears because I know it's amazing stuff. I just never have purchased it. Today we're going to be using a bunch of new products, well, new to me products that I've never used from Charlotte Tilbury, as well as just some old favorites and a bunch of my Laura Mercier products I've been using really regularly in all of my videos. I'm so excited because they literally sent me like one of everything. They even sent me their magic cream, which I have heard so much about and I literally see everyone on the internet rave about it and celebrity makeup artists use it and all this fun stuff. I have just never had it because I can't afford it. But I'm so excited that they sent this to me, so thank you so much to Charlotte Tilbury for gifting me all of these products. This video is not sponsored, but they did send me these fun goodies. So I'm going to start with the magic cream, and I'm just going to use a little bit because girlfriend, I do not want to run out of this, you know what I'm saying? Okay, so, sorry, I had to move my bangs out of the way. They are real cute, but they're not cute when you're trying to do makeup. So, now I'm using the YSL Touche Cloud Blur Primer. Still using my travel size one because I don't want to buy a full size one. And if you just use a tiny, tiny bit like you're supposed to, it'll last you for literally ever. I barely put any on my face and I'm able to drag it like all over my whole head. Face. Foundation, I'm still using the L'Oreal Infallible Fresh Wear, and I go back and forth between the shades 425 and 410, just depending on how tan or not tan that I am. But I think today I'll use 410 because I've been using 425 and it looks fine, and then like 10 minutes later I look at it and I was like, that's way too dark for my face. So 410 might be too light for my face, but I can always add bronzer and like deepen it up if I have to. But once it's too dark, then there's like nothing you can do about it. So I'm just going to put this on really quickly with my beauty blender. I just cannot get over how good this foundation looks literally all the time. Like I use it every single day and it blows my mind that it is drugstore and L'Oreal. It looks so good. It looks high end. I like it so much better than my NARS one that I wore for like a year. And I even like it a little bit more like throughout the day on my skin than the Fenty Beauty one. The Fenty Beauty one is really hydrating and super duper lightweight and almost wet feeling, which is really nice if you have dry skin. But if you don't set it, or even if you do and you have really like prominent smile lines like I do, I feel like by hour like 5 or so, it's looking a little rough just because it's slipping and sliding, but this one like stays put, but it's not cakey and drying and it doesn't feel heavy on my face. Alright, I'm just throwing on some concealer. I first put on my Shape Tape and then I have been back into the e.l.f. 16 Hour Camo Concealer. This is so affordable. I got mine at Target and the shade range is pretty lame, but it's a really good concealer. This is shade Medium Peach, and in my mind this would be like super fair. It is lighter than my light medium that I have from Shape Tape, and it's also lighter than my fair from Shape Tape. So the color range could use a little work, but the concealer itself is so good. If you can't find it in the store, you can definitely find it on e.l.f.'s website, and it is definitely a dupe for Shape Tape. It's not as pigmented and it doesn't cover as much, but it's still really, really good, and for the price you cannot beat it. And then to set underneath my eyes and a little bit around my face, I'm going to use the Laura Mercier Translucent Powder. If you've watched my latest makeup tutorial before this one, it is the new powder that I'm using. I finally got on board with the whole world. It definitely leaves my under eye area way less crusty and cakey and crumbly than the RCA No Color Powder. Oh my gosh, the No Color Powder was just, it wasn't working for me, and it was like crumbling off my face and I couldn't do it anymore. But what I did love about that powder was how it did not alter the color of the makeup underneath. And I do find that this one does a tiny, tiny bit, but I think I'd rather have that than cakey crumbles. So that's why I made the switch. And they also, Laura Mercier sent me the glow version of the powder, which is super pretty. And sometimes I dust that along like the rest of my face. But I would not put that anywhere near your under eye. I have done that on accident and it is not pretty. I'm just setting the concealer that is on my eyelids with the same powder. Okay, next up, I'm super excited about this product. This is the Film Star Bronze and Glow Face Sculpt and Highlight Palette from Charlotte Tilbury. And just like the packaging alone on all of these products is so gorgeous. I have seen this for years on the internet, on YouTube, and I'm so excited that I finally get to use it. This is the Fair to Medium palette. And the highlight has a little bit of a shimmer to it, but not too much. And then the Sculpt shade is super duper neutral, and it kind of leans towards the cool side, so it's a really good contour shade. Not necessarily a bronzer, but it will mimic the look of shadows when you put it on the contours of your face. So I'm going to use that as my contour, and then I might use this as my highlight, but I might not, because it might not be as blinding as I want, but we will see. Really quickly, I'm going to run the Kat Von D Beauty Shade and Light Powder in Lyric, which is one of the highlight shades, under my eyes, and it is a complete matte highlight shade, just to brighten up my dark circles. Alright, and I did decide that I'm going to use a little bit of the Translucent Glow by Laura Mercier and just this along my cheeks. Alright, I'm going to go into the Sculpt shade from the Film Star Bronze and Glow. And I'm just using this little dinky brush that I found. It actually works really well for contouring because it's super tiny and it gets like right in here. And I really like it. Okay, this is seriously like the perfect contour shade for me. And it's blending so easily and going on so well. This is amazing. Oh my goodness, that looks so good. It looks so natural, but it's like for sure there. It is so pretty. Oh my goodness. So excited to try out the highlight and see if I like it. I'm going to warm up the face just a tiny bit more with more of a warm tone. And my go-to bronzer has been the Laura Mercier Matte Bronzing Powder in the shade Soleil. And I always use my Morphe M527 fluffy brush to just dust my bronzer all over the perimeter of my face. Alright, for blush, I'm super excited to try the Cheek to Chic Swish and Glow Blusher by Charlotte Tilbury. These are super unique because they actually have two different shades in the pan, and they're called like a swish and pop. So what you're supposed to do is take your brush and you swish it around the whole thing to get like the all over more neutral color, and then you dab your brush in the center for the pop, which is like the brighter, more pinky pink in my case for this one. And that pop is supposed to go like right on the apples of your cheek to like give you your most color right there. But the rest of the blush kind of just swishes on your face, and then you pop the brightest color right at the center of your face on your apples. And so this is the shade Ecstasy, and it is, it's like a peachy pink, which is kind of the shades I like. For the winter and fall times, I do go more towards like a berry burgundy type color, but this would be a really good like everyday kind of shade. Okay, going back into the Bronze and Glow palette, I'm going to try out this highlight and see how I like it, and then if it's not as intense as I want, I'm going to go in with a second highlight. Alright, that's actually super duper pretty. It looks so much more natural than what I'm used to, but it's probably a sign because I probably wear way too much highlight. So this just looks like a natural, like lit from within type of glow, which is super duper pretty. So I'm going to spray some MAC Fix Plus all over my face to just melt everything together. I'm going to do my eyebrows really quickly off camera, and I'm just going to do a super easy eye look and keep the look all about the skin and the lips. So I will be right back. Alright, so I just finished up my eyebrows. I have kind of switched up my routine a tiny bit. I still fill it in with a super dark brown brow powder or eyeshadow, and then I go in with the Gimme Brow by Benefit in the shade 6, and then the clear brow gel from Anastasia Beverly Hills, just to kind of push all the hairs up as crazy as I can, because I like the like fuller, fluffy brow look. Trying to get to that point, but I don't think my hair's ever going to grow they've been in this same place for like 3 years and I never get them done ever, but a girl can dream, so I kind of just mimic it and push them up as high as they go. For the eyeshadow, I'm really going to keep it super basic and literally use one eyeshadow shade across the whole lid. And then I'm just going to put a humongous wing with the Charlotte Tilbury Flick line, I think is what it's called. Let me find it. Yeah, Feline Flick, and it is the sharpest, blackest eyeliner I've ever seen. And so we can achieve like a super cat eye-y look. And I really like the look for holidays, like a big cat eye with like a deep red or deep berry lip and some fluffy lashes. I think that's a really classic staple holiday look, so that's what we're gonna do today. For the shade on my lid, I'm just gonna use a Champagne Gold, and it's a slight shimmer, so it's gonna catch the light when you turn your head and stuff, but it's gonna be like barely there. The shade I'm gonna use is Ringer by Colourpop, and it's one of their single shadows, but I'm sure they have like 100 different ones in all of their a million palettes that come out every single day. And I am legit taking my finger and I'm gonna pat this across the lid, and then when you get to your crease space, just kind of tap it up and it'll just blend out that edge for you, so it's a diffused soft line. Alright, and then I'm going to take like a super light white base champagne kind of shade that's like way lighter than the one that's on our lid. And I will dampen this, and I'm going to place this at like the direct inner corner and keep it pretty like poppy and not blend it out, just so it like gives the wide-eyed effect. Alright, so now I'm going to go with the Feline Flick Quick Fine Line Show Gold Pen. I don't know what that word means, but this, I've seen so many people use this, and I know that you can get a super precise line with this because it is a super tiny felt tip. So I'm going to do a pretty large wing because that's pretty much the only thing happening on the eyes. Okay, for mascara, I'm super excited to try the Full Fat Lashes 5-Star Mascara. Dude, there's so many words on here. Curl, separation, volume, length, drama. We'll see about that. That's a lot of claims for one mascara, but just the packaging of all this is so cute. Like, this has little stars on it. I think the packaging of Charlotte Tilbury just automatically makes the products nice, and then it's like, hope it works. So, never tried this mascara before. Has a pretty fluffy wand, which is like the kind that I like, where it's super big and not like skinny and pokey and like poke your eye out. So excited to try this. I probably would wear fake eyelashes with this kind of look, just so that it's super dark around the eyes and fluffy at the lash line with the liner, and I totally love that look, but I don't think I have time to put lashes on right now, and I'm also just so bad at putting them on. It drives me crazy, but they would look really good with it. Okay, one eye with mascara, one without. It is super duper fluffy, which I really like. And it's giving me some volume, but and it's separating the lashes really well. I don't know if it'll build up at all, so we can definitely check that out, but so far, so good. I really like this. I like how it makes the ends of my eyelashes look like fluttery and soft. So they're still voluminous, but then at the end it kind of like just dissipates instead of getting like clumpier and clumpier as it goes up. So I think it looks really, really good. Really excited about that because good mascaras are hard to find. Okay, for lips, I'm going to line them with the Lip Cheat in the shade Pillow Talk from Charlotte Tilbury. And I do have the matching lipstick to this, but I think I'm going to wear something like Deep and Berry and vampy for, you know, happy holidays. But I am going to line my lips with this because I am not one to ever use lip liner, and I just never really have found any to write home about. So I'm wondering if this is like incredible, and then I'll jump on the lip liner train, but I've just really never used them before. So here we go. Alright, so I don't know what makes a good lip liner from a bad lip liner, but it went on really well. If you're in the market for a lip liner, I think this is a good one. The color is really good, just like everyday wearable kind of shade, but I am going to go in with a berry lip really quick. Alright, so I actually have two options here. I can't decide which one I'm going to use. I love both of these formulas. This is the Sephora Collection Lip Cream Stain type situation, so it's basically a liquid lipstick. This is the shade 54. They're all numbers, which I find so annoying, but this is like a brownie red, so to me it almost just looks straight brown. And then this one is way more berry tone, and this is the shade Hot, and it is a velour extreme matte lipstick from Laura Mercier. So I might just try them both. I might go on with this one, and if it's way too brown, we can add this one in. This is my favorite formula of lipstick ever. Alright, so I did end up mixing them. I went in with this one first, and it's the majority of the lip color, and then I just added a tiny bit of this. For one, it makes it a little bit more comfortable to wear, and then for two, I wanted to kind of brighten it and redden it up, because it was a little too brownie brown to me. So if you're looking for longevity, this is the type of lipstick that you need, and then if you're looking for comfortability, you know what I'm saying, then this is the one. This is so soft on your lips, it's amazing. So that completes our look, girlfriend. My bangs get so messed up when I put them back, but you get the idea. Here is the first of many holiday tutorials coming your way soon. I hope you enjoyed it and found it helpful and that you learned something new. And thank you so much for watching this video, and I will see you in my next one. Bye!
That's incredible. And the card is flashing 0 minutes in orange.